Look at this gorgeous, slow-rotating galaxy before us. I mean, it is absolutely mesmerizing, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that looking at the vast cosmos like this isn't just about astronomy? It's literally a window into the actual mechanics of time itself. Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Today, we're asking a massive, mind-bending question. Is time travel actually possible? But listen, we aren't using movie logic today. We are looking at the stunning truth that science doesn't always broadcast. And it turns out, you are intimately involved.
Think about that for a second. What if you're already a time traveler? Like right now, sitting exactly where you are, watching this explainer. I'm not talking about some sci-fi trope or a shiny machine with a bunch of flashing lights. I am talking about literal, scientific reality. We are about to totally break reality apart using hard physics. So get ready, because by the end of this, you are never going to look at the passage of time the same way again. All right, section 1, the illusion of now and seeing reality.
So just look around the room you're in. Literally everything you see, the walls, your own hands, even the screen displaying these stunning cosmic visuals, it's all just made of atoms. But here's the kicker. You aren't actually seeing any of those objects directly. When light reaches an object, photons strike those atoms, right? The atoms absorb that energy and then re-emit specific wavelengths back outward. Those wavelengths travel through space, hit your retina, and then your brain basically translates that electrical impulse into what we call reality. You are not seeing the world. You're just seeing light bouncing off the world. And because light takes time to physically travel from an object to your eye, absolutely everything you are looking at has already happened. The now you think you're experiencing, it's a total illusion fabricated by your brain. You are living entirely in the past.
300,000 kilometers per second. That is the speed of light. It is unimaginably fast, especially when we picture it racing across the vast, beautiful expanse of deep space. But crucially, it is not instantaneous. It literally takes time to get from point A to point B. And that slight delay fundamentally changes the entire nature of human existence.
Let's start incredibly small here. If you hold an object just 1 single centimeter in front of your face, the light takes about 33 picoseconds to reach your eye. That means you're seeing that object approximately 33 picoseconds in the past. It's a tiny, negligible amount of time, sure, but it means that even staring at the palm of your own hand, you are already looking backward in time.
And this brilliantly illustrates the larger cosmic scale. Take our sun, for example. 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That is exactly how long it takes light to travel from the surface of the sun all the way to Earth. If the sun somehow just vanished right this very second, we literally wouldn't even know it for over 8 minutes. We'd still see it shining brightly in our sky, completely unaware that we are essentially looking at an absolute ghost.
Now, let's expand back out into the breathtaking depths of space. Just look at this spectacular image of the Andromeda Galaxy. When you look up at Andromeda through a telescope, the actual light hitting your retina right now left those stars 2.5 million years ago. You aren't seeing Andromeda as it is today. You are literally looking 2.5 million years deep into the past.
And that brings us to this truly staggering realization. You are watching the corpses of stars. Some of those majestic, brilliant points of light you admire out there in the dark void of the night sky, they're already dead. They burned out and collapsed thousands or millions of years ago. But the universe is just so incredibly vast that we are still watching their final light shows. When you look at the stars, you are quite literally surrounded by cosmic ghosts.
Section 2. Why the past vanished and thermodynamics. So, if we can physically look into the past just by staring up at the vastness of the night sky, it kind of begs the question, right? Can we physically travel back to it? Could we build some machine and go visit those living stars again? Well, the answer lies in entropy. That's the second law of thermodynamics. When events occur, energy disperses, photons scatter, heat distributes across the cosmos, and entropy, which is basically disorder, increases. It is a strictly irreversible process. There is no hidden recording of the past woven into the fabric of space-time. The past only exists as degrading information. Physically speaking, there is no actual destination left to arrive at.
Moving on to Section 3, the unwritten quantum future. Unwritten reality.
Okay, so we know the past has completely vanished, but what about the future? Is the future some fixed place just waiting for us out there in the cosmos? To answer that, we have to zoom way, way in from the massive galactic scale down to quantum mechanics. At the subatomic level, the universe is built entirely on probability. Particles don't have fixed positions, they exist in what's called a superposition, a cloud of multiple possible states until they are actually observed. And this isn't just a gap in our scientific knowledge, guys. This is how reality itself is physically built, which means the future is not a predetermined destination. It's just a probability distribution that collapses into reality based on choices, conditions, and quantum fluctuations. So the future doesn't exist as a fixed place either.
Section 4, Forward Time Travel. And yeah, it is absolutely real. Now, you might be wondering about Albert Einstein right about now. Well, he proved that while traveling backward is scientifically impossible due to entropy, where energy disperses permanently, traveling forward is an actual, verified fact. Let's see how this builds our picture of literal forward time travel. Einstein's special relativity tells us that the faster you move through space, the slower you move through time. This is known as time dilation, and I cannot stress this enough, it is not just a theory. If our GPS satellites orbiting Earth didn't account for this exact mathematical reality, the maps on your smartphone would literally drift by kilometers every single day. To really anchor this abstract physics, let's look at a very real, tangible example. Think about astronaut Scott Kelly, just floating silently against the breathtaking backdrop of Earth. He spent 340 days aboard the International Space Station, orbiting our planet at incredibly high speeds compared to all of us down on the ground. So the crucial point is this number right here, 0.01 seconds. When Scott Kelly returned to Earth, he was exactly 0.01 seconds younger than his Earth-bound twin brother. That is literal, scientifically verified forward time travel. If you hopped into a spaceship and traveled near the speed of light through the cosmos for what felt like 5 years to you, thousands of years could pass down here on Earth. You would literally land in Earth's deep future. Section 5. The power of right now and your timeline. But here is the massive catch. If you fly into the year 3000, you didn't actually skip anything in your own personal biological timeline. Your biology, your consciousness, your memories, they all just moved forward at their normal rate. The universe simply moved much faster around you. And because of entropy, you absolutely cannot go back. You cannot undo. You cannot revisit. So, with all of this in mind, is time travel possible? It is the ultimate philosophical and scientific puzzle, wrapping up everything we've explored today about the speed of light, gorgeous distant galaxies, quantum mechanics, and entropy. Let's lay out the final verdict. Here are the ultimate rules. Traveling forward? Yes, absolutely. It just requires extreme speed or extreme gravity. Traveling backward? No. Entropy is a one-way door. The past literally has no physical existence to return to. And skipping your own personal future while the world waits? Impossible. The universe does not store the past, and it certainly doesn't guarantee the future. You are time, moving through it 1 second at a time. The only thing this magnificent universe ever gives you is right now. And somehow, looking out at the endless, mysterious expanse of space, I think that is the most mind-blowing thing of all. If this broke your brain a little bit today, good. That means you are truly grasping the nature of reality. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Be sure to subscribe and come right back here next week as we dive even deeper into the wonders of our universe. See you then.